All season long in Chiefs Kingdom, we've dealt with media outlets questioning, are the Chiefs going to get back on schedule? Is the offense stuck in the mud? What's going on? What's happening in Kansas City? Do they have the offensive talent to be able to be what they have been in the past? They got things rolling against the Denver Broncos, moving the ball down the field, stalled in the red zone, and then against the Los Angeles Chargers, they started to click. This is the RGR Football Channel. My name is Daniel Harms, senior film analyst here, and I've got a great video for you today. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button and then watch as I go through some of the film in Kansas City from the Chiefs' performance against the Chargers. Try to earn a like from you guys, learning something new. I'm always learning. One thing about film that I've really processed is that every single time you watch something, you learn something, specifically as I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I love to teach. So I hope you guys stay with me for the whole video because there's a lot to get into. And before we do, there was something that happened in Chiefs Kingdom on Sunday that shook social media and throughout parts of the country. Check it out.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yes, you guys, I couldn't resist, okay? I had to put a little bit of my own personality into this because most of you know I am a Swiftie, and I had to show the handshake that was getting everywhere. There was, articles about it, videos about it. I personally thought it was awesome, and I know I'm boring some of you, so for now, I digress. Let's jump into the tape and see what we got. So, the Chiefs offense all over the Chargers defense on Sunday. This was one of the plays that maybe is going to make one of the most impacts going forward for the Chiefs. Yes, Travis Kelce was fantastic, but this is just a simple screen. It's a flood screen, but it's meshed with multiple concepts that the Chiefs have used throughout the season. And what I mean by that is going all the way back to week 1. The Chiefs were using this formation with the motions and the movements and concepts that they have right now that at their disposal. We noticed that McCole Hardman is on the field, okay? He's already on the field. This is the very first drive. This should have been a touchdown. Once again, I can't stand that it wasn't, but he's going to have this little end around motion, okay? At the snap of the football, they're going to fake a little bit of a run play, but also they're faking split zone. For those of you that don't know, split zone is where you have the offensive line run like this zone, which way, left or right, doesn't really matter. In this case, it would be everyone stepping to the right, and you get the split across the offensive line from the attached or detached tight end. In this case, we have a sniffer in Blake Bell, who's detached from the line. He comes across, split zone action, but he's going to end up releasing and just get to the flat here on the left-hand side. Sky Moore to the left is basically just running a clear out. Travis Kelce right here at the apex of this stack/bunch formation on the right-hand side, releasing, and is going to also flood to the left. What this all does is it creates movement on the defense. You're flooding one side of the field, okay? So here's all of that in motion. You flood everything to the left. You give the play fake, and then there's nobody on the right-hand side of the field. They've been using this fake split zone action with the jet sweeps and the end arounds and the different types of screens and stuff. This play, as said by Mitchell Schwartz, was a play they used in 2018. They've added some tweaks here and there, but they are breaking out the stops and going back to some of the concepts that worked well for them in the past, but also they're adding some different spices into what they're doing on the offensive side. So this is a little bit different, where you have like a diagonal stack formation to the right-hand side of the Chiefs offense. They're going to motion Travis Kelce from right to left and create a bunch formation now, which messes with the defensive alignments that we're going to see here. They pass off Sky Moore on this whip route or this arrow route underneath, and they get Travis Kelce for a first down on 3rd and 3. So what is a little bit different about this is that it's a kind of a variation off of this route concept called Tampa. Typically out of bunch formation, when the Chiefs run Tampa, you have these 10-yard corner routes. They did it a little bit differently. So the corner route turned into a spot route from Travis Kelce here, okay? That's what ended up happening here first and foremost. So because it's 3rd and 3, they have a variation off of this Tampa cover or this Tampa concept to allow for a little bit of a different look. But the reason the Chiefs were so successful against the Chargers is because they attacked the linebackers in Los Angeles, from the Los Angeles Chargers. Like right here, you see Eric Kendricks on the left and Kenneth Murray on the right-hand side. They blitzed them a total of 17 times in this football game. And what they're going to do is they're going to creep up Kendricks here, make it look like he's the one that's going to end up blitzing. But in all reality, it's Murray who's going to end up coming. They take Kendricks late, and watch how he turns to the side to look at Sky Moore. All right. Sky Moore is running that whip route, or that arrow route, like we talked about a little bit earlier. So he's going to release this upfield, come out, and then break across back to the outside. MVS is running an out route, a clear out route as well. But also what this is doing is it's bringing defensive gravity to that right-hand side of the field. So you have defense blitzing to one side. Again, we talked about this. Blitz. They're having the blitz here, and they're going to put coverage to the left. Okay, so that opens up a big area of the middle of the field. This entire area is going to be wide open. Travis Kelce understands all of that because he's the best tight end in football. And when he motions to the inside here, he's going to wait for Sky Moore, and then he's going to wrap around. Boom, be wide open. It's a fantastic design, and the patience and the timing all come into this play. And the eyes of Patrick Mahomes are great. They pick up that blitz, 5-man empty protection. Zero problems at all. Pass protection was fantastic all day for Kansas City. But what I mean by his eyes, look as Patrick goes through here. Really quickly, he goes all the way to the outside. So this is a 1-2-3 read on 3rd and 3. The one read is MVS. So MVS is running the out route. So it goes when Travis becomes the 3 now and not the 1. What that means is he comes downhill or motions inside. He's not the 1 receiver now. He's the 3 receiver. So you have those reads. 1, 2, 3. And it's just going to be a quick, if you like it, you throw it. If not, you wait. So, okay, I don't like it, even though he probably should throw this ball regardless. He doesn't want that. What he sees here is the defensive structure collapsing over the middle of the field. You have shoulders turned to Sky Moore, and Patrick sees, okay, I'm throwing that to Travis. He's going to clear outside, does a great job of curling right around Eric Kendricks, the linebacker there, for a nice conversion on 3rd and 3. Fantastic route combination. Great job manipulating the defense by Mahomes, using his eyes, and then Kelce finishing off that route right behind Sky Moore's arrow route. Just a great job all around. So the continued problem that the Chargers faced in this game was they're matching the Chiefs' 13 personnel. And I'll continue to repeat this. So you have 13 personnel on this play, which is 1, 2, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver, 1 running back. And they split them out to make this just a great attacking offense. This is something they continuously do. And what they do is that, like I said, the Chargers are matching the Chiefs' offense with nickel, not base. Nickel is supposed to stop 13 personnel plays, specifically passing plays. Nickel, you typically want to run, at least, by all definitions, against nickel personnel on the defensive side. Offenses typically line up in 13 personnel, run the ball. The Chiefs, they don't do that. So they bring out Isaiah Pacheco, they motion him out wide, they bring him back this way, and then on the snap, he's just going to run back to the flat. Okay, he's running back around. This stack formation with Travis Kelce and Marquez Valdes-Scantling, they're going to run and get to a high-low concept. So the apex receiver, which is Marquez Valdes-Scantling, is going to angle this to the inside and then break to the out. So he's the high-level part of the high-low concept. Travis Kelce is going to fake like he's coming over here to do this. Like he's coming around the linebacker, running that spot route like we just watched him do. Instead, what we actually get is Travis is going to fake quickly right here, like he's stopping. So he gets a little bit up and he goes, and then he comes back around. So he's coming to his left. And what this does is it creates a 3 high-low level concept on the right-hand side of the defense. And what Patrick does better than anybody is be able to get through his reads. So he's looking, this is typically how it would go. It would go high to low. You go through your reads, progress that way. So All of this is just to say that the Chiefs did a great job of stretching the defense vertically on this specific play. So there's that Travis Kelce look around, and they have four different routes that end up on there. So they also have Noah Gray, who is going to kind of chip, and then come out here and actually run a spot route. So you have three different receiving routes here. Boom, boom. And then you have that fake, oh no, I'm not actually going this way. Four different routes in that area of the defense, and Travis Kelce, better than anybody at finding those spots, manipulating coverages, forcing players to go one way, going back the other way, and creating big plays. The Chiefs created 4 big plays out of 13 personnel in this game. That's going to be a common theme going forward, and we're going to come back to that a little bit later. But again, stretching the defense vertically against nickel defense when you're in 13 personnel, that is a huge problem for defenses to have to solve and have to account for. And once again, we get back to the pass protection. Patrick could sit back there all day long in these 13 personnel sets where you don't have your quick wide receivers to do it. You have to let the play develop and unfold, and he did a great job in the offensive line. Should absolutely be commended for their job against the Chargers on Sunday. So first of all, we see the Chiefs are backed up inside their 5-yard line this time, and what the Chargers do to match that is they bring out 5 defensive linemen. So you have 2 technically, quote-unquote outside linebackers in Tuli Tuipulotu and Joey Bosa. Then you have 3 defensive tackles, and Kenneth Murray is your linebacker here. But you also have a ton of off coverage back here. So the Chiefs, what do they do? They bring out and they just spread everybody out. Let's get to our plays, all right? So CEH motions from right to left, and he's running that little arrow route that we see from the backfield. They get a big play to Rashee Rice on this play itself. But we've seen this concept before. If you guys have been following along with these breakdowns and everything like that I'm running, this one is a little bit of a concept of pirate. But you see down here that these pirate routes are called right here. So you've got Sky Moore here, Travis Kelce here. And then the closest receiver to the offensive line, in this case, is Rashee Rice. And instead of running this corner, they bring it differently. They know that they wanted to attack the Chargers defense in the middle of the field. So instead of having Rashee Rice run this counter on Thrash, he's actually going to, or this corner, excuse me, not counter, on Thrash, he's going to run over the middle of the field. And then with Travis Kelce here running this underneath route, Sky Moore running this underneath route, what this does is we can see just by looking at this defensive structure from the Chargers with 5 down offensive linemen, 1 linebacker roaming the middle of the field, who then has to get back out over here. This whole middle of the field is wide open. It's there for the taking, and this had to have been in the Chiefs' game plan all along. They had to have seen this on film, because look, they're motioning it back out here with the breakdown of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then they just, boom. You get Kenneth Murray going underneath the Travis Kelce, which opens up that hole even bigger for Rashee Rice. This is what I was looking for this team is, yes, Travis Kelce had a great day, a big day in the first half specifically. How are they going to build their offense off of that? This is how they're going to do it. They're going to run Travis Kelce on these attention-seeking routes over the middle of the field continuously, bring that defense to him, and then throw behind him, throw away from him. This is how Rashee Rice is going to continue to be involved as the number 1 receiver in Kansas City. But this video, for everything that's going to end up being, which we'll find out as the season runs along, we know that this offense runs through Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. I don't know that that's necessarily going to change going forward as defenses continue to get, hopefully, on their side, wise to it. But the Chargers knew. Like, Brandon Staley sees Travis Kelce twice a year, and he has for the last 3 years. This is the 7th time he's seen him. And Travis Kelce just burned him up the entire day. Now, they come out in 12 personnel. So you've got 2 tight ends on the field, and then you got your 2 wide receivers. And with this play, they're going to do a lot of the same things that we talked about earlier in those high level, those 3-level concepts, okay? And they have Kadarius Toney run this jet sweep, which is going to turn into a little fake screen. They're going to have Donovan Smith come out here and fake like he's blocking. So there's that empty, or there's that bottom level, that low level concept, okay? And then on the back side, which, quote unquote backside, if this is supposed to be the front side, they have the tight end is going to block as well. So you have, okay, block, 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 block. We're blocking here. We're blocking out here. We're trying to set this all up. Justin Ross is going to be running pretty much what we've seen MVS run, who's going to kind of leave this inside and then take it upfield as a clear out. And Travis Kelce, doing what he does best, is going to angle this inside, then he's going to run around. So there's that 3 level, what we're talking about. There's the high, the defensive structure we're talking about. That high, middle, and into the low concepts on the same side of the defense. And this is how Patrick Mahomes continues to get better. You have the play action fake from the jet sweep right there. Pacheco's going to block. Noah Gray's going to block. And right there, Travis Kelce gets in the middle of the field again, attacks the middle of the field. So watch how he moves the linebacker, Eric Kendricks, right here. Watch what he's going to do to him. Like, this is just Travis Kelce 101, guys, where he knows what he wants to do. How is he going to move you? At the top of his route, he angles like he's going to go out to the right, and Kendricks knows there's space to the middle of the field there, so I have to get over there. He can't get there. This is so great. So watch it here on the end zone view. Once again, pass protection, fantastic. Kendricks thinks he's going to his left. Kelce comes back the other way. And Patrick Mahomes puts it in a spot where he can then protect himself. That's another area of Patrick Mahomes' game that doesn't get enough credit. He throws the football to a spot that typically allows the receiver, whoever it is, to protect themselves. And now we're back to it. 13 personnel, guys. 13 personnel was so impactful against the Chargers because they continuously matched it with nickel, and they brought themselves into this. They did this. They tried to stop it. They really did. And I give them a little bit of credit for saying, we understand that you are going to want to throw the ball out of 13 personnel. The problem then becomes is they had no answer. And this is how the Chiefs continue to manipulate them and take advantage of that fact all game long. So Marquez, everything, I love you. He had a great game. He's still just running a ton of wind sprints in this offense. So he's just going to run another deep route here. Basically a deep post, clear out that side of the field. They're going to motion Noah Gray out this way, and then he's going to run another bending inward route in this concept here. Travis Kelce is on the left-hand side, and what he's doing is he's doing a bender as well. The difference is that his bender is going to come up, and then he's going to watch Patrick's eyes at the top of his route. So you have the bender here, and then watch as Travis sits down in this area, but watch what he does. This is what I love watching about Travis, is because he understands what he wants to do so well and how he can get there. So here he is clearing that linebacker and then crossing the middle of the field, and then eyes on Patrick. Okay, he's going to stop here in this zone, realize, okay, I'm going to stop here. Look where Patrick is going. He sees that the defense underneath is moving with Patrick's eyes. Patrick's eyes in this game were also fantastic. They were quick getting through his reads. And when you have this check down ability and eyes that go this way, along with that, that bender from Noah Gray here that had motion to it as well, you've got a flat you got a flat route here. The defense is moving one way. So what does Travis do? He stops. Oh, I see more zone. This is ridiculous. Then the next level thinking of this combination is just fantastic. Their connection is so unique. We'll probably never see anything like this again in the NFL in our lifetimes. I mean, maybe it's hyperbole. I don't know. I just know that. And that's this throw, by the way. Patrick falling off to his left and Trey Smith putting this guy in the dirt eventually. But this is not an easy throw. look at his body positioning here. This is ridiculous. He's over here, he's throwing the ball over here, and he's falling to his left. This stuff is uncanny. And then Trey Smith, again, with the assist there, helping Patrick stay clean, and Travis comes with another play. Then we get the biggest play in one of the biggest plays in Travis Kelce's career against the Chargers. Again, out of 13 personnel. A little bit of a different feel for this one because they had all the tight ends lined up on the right-hand side. The same type of that flood concept from earlier where they're flooding one side of the field. with players and then routes. Loving it. I love what they do here. So Travis is going to be the only receiver that ends up breaking out over the left-hand side of the field. So he's running this intermediate dig route right here. MVS, love ya, but he's doing the same thing. A little bit, he's going to give a little bit of the top of the route and then take it to the middle of the field, baby. He's just going to the left-hand side. And then there's those 3 tight ends. The closest to the line of scrimmage tight end is going to be running this out route, or excuse me, he's running to the flat. So you have this flat route, then you have an out route here. So you have a high-low concept on the right-hand side, or this 3-route high-low concept like we talked about earlier. It continues to show up because it attacks defenses and it forces defenses to have to account for 3 levels on one side of the field. And that puts communication problems in a bind. Like, it's hard to know what they're going to do with routes running to the same side. And they're running a little bit of cover 1. I didn't do a lot of the Chargers defense here because they were mixing a lot of zone and man. A lot of it was a little confusing to me, so I need to study it a little bit better and see what they were trying to do. But also they were really confused based off of what I saw here on their defensive side, communication-wise. So here's all of that running through. You have the play action fake again out of 13 personnel. So yeah, you've got to the flat. He's going across. There's nobody here. There's no one here because it's designed for there not to be anybody there. Nobody is supposed to be there, especially in man coverage. Just a great throw outside of the outstretched hands of Asante Samuel Jr. Watch this. Travis Kelce is the outside receiver, quote unquote, in this play. So that means this defensive back is going to be responsible for him in man coverage, which this does end up being man coverage. You get a little bit of a tell down here at the bottom of your screen, but we're going to show you how Travis lines up his route here. So he's going to be a little more patient. He knows he's breaking across over the middle. And with man coverage, funny enough, they actually had Derwin James in man coverage on Blake Bell, not Travis Kelce. So what does he do? He's like, okay, I see what's going on here. He's going to time it where Derwin James goes down and he slips right behind him with this outside leverage defensive back. Look at this. Look at the bodies here. There's 5 bodies right here. So Travis is going to use it to his advantage, accelerate out of his break. The throw almost got undercut. Great job by Asante Samuel Jr. getting to make up for that. But Travis is into open field because of the play design, the ball location, and where he times his route. All of this to say this is the best duo in football. It's going to be probably the best duo to ever play the game. What we're watching right now is greatness. And Travis Kelce mixed with Patrick Mahomes, and everything that they've continuously done in Kansas City is unmatched in almost any level of football that we've seen to this day in history. So fantastic stuff that they've done. We're going to continue to see those 13 personnel sets and how they continue to attack that high, intermediate, low levels, flooding one area of the field and attacking in the other. I'm really excited to see what they continue to put into this offensive package because they can really exploit just about any defense when they continuously do this. So they're playing at this level. They're almost impossible to beat. And I love watching Travis and Patrick work, especially when, maybe Travis is running the right route. Maybe he's not. Who knows? It works on the field and they figure it out. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video breakdown. Please hit that like before you close out of the window. We will be back on Friday with the game plan preview for Chiefs versus Broncos in Denver 1 week before Miami versus the Chiefs in Frankfurt, Germany. Don't miss the game plan for Denver and the Chiefs. You guys have yourselves a fantastic day the rest of your week. We'll see you on